Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Please subscribe and click the bell icon so you won't miss out on any of our uploads. Every human being has useful everyday things. Our focus on this video are those normal things that we regularly see but have amazing features and functions. Trust me, once you finish this video, you'd never look at these things the same way again. Number 20. Backpack patches. You've probably seen the square patch of textile on your backpack. If you're curious, these patches are called lash tabs, pig snouts, and hauling loops. These patches are used to attach outdoor equipment such as shoes and other sporting goods with the use of string. For those items large enough to fit inside the bag, you could have this square patch in handy. Number 19. Watch twist rings. You must have been awed with the rotating bezel rings on watches like me. But do you know their functions? These rings are intended to measure elapsed time. They have so many uses for people, but divers benefit the most from this because they use it to gauge when their oxygen tank is running out. Number 18. Sign on the line. You always see that straight, seemingly regular line when signing a check. If you think this line is just a regular one, I'm sorry to say you're mistaken. If you examine closely, you'll read the words "authorized signature" printed over and over. This process is called microprinting. That means if the document is photocopied, the print becomes unclear and unreadable. You might want to use this magnifying glass to check if you're signing a legal document. Number 17. Secret game on Google. The search engine Google comes in very handy for us. We turn to it for almost anything. But are you guys aware that the old game Atari Breakout is available to be played for free in the search results? It's really simple. Just search Atari Breakout game and play on. Number 16. Sawtooth Turbines. Most of you have never gotten the chance to get close to a wind turbine. But for those who did, you may have noticed that they have spiked blades. This sawtooth design is actually meant to lessen the noise they produce. They also have higher efficiency because turbulence is also reduced, and this was inspired by birds' wings and whale fins. Number 15. Blank pages. We often observe blank pages at the end of the books we read. There's a manufacturing cost for this. In reality, books are printed on large sheets designed to fit multiple printed pages. These sheets come in multiples of 4, and for this reason, a book that contains an odd number of pages ends up having leftovers, so publishers decided to include this to save time. Number 14. Wine cork. You may have wondered, why don't all wine bottles have screw caps now instead of corks, especially when you don't have a cork remover? Seemingly, cork is still preferred because it allows for aeration. Allowing wine to breathe improves its flavor and aroma. Worth the effort, right? Although tightly sealed, corks still allow a small amount of air between the wine and the outside environment. Number 13. Secret home locks. Old houses used to have circular dents etched on the door frames close to the handle. These notches are actually part of an old locking system. If you press one of the buttons, the doorknob on the opposite side will not function. You will need a key to open the door. It was very useful then when a simpler lock had not been manufactured yet. Number 12. Golf ball design. Have you ever wondered why golf balls are designed that way? Before, golf balls used to have smooth surfaces. It was only in the 19th century when golfers accidentally discovered that their old, worn out, and dented golf balls flew better than their unused balls. So what happened was, the designers purposely put dents on golf balls. What is the mechanism behind these dimpled golf balls for flying better? When the smooth ball is up in the air, it creates a weight which causes the ball to slow down. On the other hand, air seemingly clings to the surface of dimpled balls, reducing its weight and consequently the drag force. The dimples also allow the ball to travel further. Number 11. Wine bottle design. You might be surprised to know that the big dent at the bottom of your wine bottle serves a purpose. The punt, which is also the dent, makes the bottom of the bottle flat, reducing incidence of toppling. The punt also gathers all the sediments of the wine, preventing deposits from flowing out. But these features were actually accidental benefits in designing wine bottles. When glasses were shaped and spun, usually they leave a mark at the bottom. To hide this imperfection, it is pushed inward, thereby creating a dent. Number 10. Earphone Secret. We are very used to keeping our earphones handy nowadays. What we don't know is that this piece of gadget can also function as a microphone. Earphones contain a diaphragm that vibrates when it receives a good signal, just like microphones. Earphones can be used to receive and record sound by inserting them in the microphone port instead of the headphone port in your PC. But you have to have a software that will select earphones as the input device. After that, you're now ready to record your voice onto your improvised mic. With some tweaking, you're probably on your way to recording your first album. Number 9. M&M's Chocolate. The name of this chocolate originated from men who created them, Mars and Bruce Murray. Bruce Murray was the son of Hershey's founder. Before, M&M's were filled with Hershey's chocolate. However, Mars and Murray had a conflict, and Mars eventually bought Murray's share in M&M's. Despite this, Mars decided to pay respect to him by putting his initial on the name of the sweet treat. Number 8. Barbershop Posts. Do you ever notice the post outside barbershops? In the ancient times, people would go to barbershops not only for a haircut, but also for other services such as tooth extraction and limb amputation. Barbers used to provide the service of bloodletting too, in which they used leeches to extract blood from the body. These poles were created in memory of this bloodletting. The color red indicates blood, and white represented the bandages. The color blue was eventually added to symbolize patriotism. Number 7. Secret Pockets. Women's jeans usually came with fake-looking pockets. Some suits also have them. Garment producers normally leave pockets closed to avoid damage during transport or while on display. Also, clothing without open or hanging pockets looks neater and attractive on display. To check if these pockets are fake or not, see if there's a pocket lining. If you find one, then the pocket is probably real. You can also check the stitching. If you don't see any of these signs, don't try to rip the garment open because you'll regret it. Number 6. Hat pom-poms. We seem to find pom-poms on winter headwear very cute. But did you know that sailors wear these hats with pom-poms to protect their heads to serve as a cushion? Number 5. Screwdriver design. While trying to fix a piece of furniture at your home, you may have been frustrated with screwdrivers not working the way you want them to. Screwdrivers have hexagonal designs on their handle. You can slip a wrench to that for added force. Your wrist will thank you for it. Number 4. Juice box. While drinking from your favorite juice box, you may have seen small flaps at the side. These flaps in the shape of a triangle serve as handles for carrying them when they are flipped outwards. By doing this, pressure on the side of the cartons are reduced, as well as accidental spillage. Number 3. Beer bottle opener. I bet you've been stuck in a situation where you're in the middle of a drinking session and realize there are no bottle openers. Don't you dare use your teeth to open the beer. Instead, check your can opener. If you look closely at the handle, there's a built-in opener there. You can also use a lighter. Using your index finger and the lighter while holding the bottle cap, a leverage point can be created to remove the cap. It takes some practice to master this technique. Number 2. Ticket pocket. This pocket was intended for men to store their train tickets for easy access. Number 1. Bullseye glass. These unusual windows are called bullseye glass and can be found in most buildings. They are built not just for decorative purposes. Before, window glass was designed by creating a bubble on a blowpipe on a flat plane. This results to some imperfections in the glass. Years later, glass making has improved, but people have developed their liking for this design. That's why they were retained. There are a lot of other things with hidden functions. Can you share with us your amazing finds? Comment your answers on the box below. Please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. Thank you.